Hello, how do I manage emotions while swing trading? Well, I know that I'm not going to sell stock at a loss. Therefore, I like to try my best to swing trade stocks that I believe in, that they are going to be around for a while. Therefore, even if I purchase the stocks at a higher price and then it pull back, I just keep it in our portfolio until it become positive again for me to sell it. And in few instances, some stocks will bankrupt on us. Like in the past, when we were not having swing trading, but we short term invest, some stock will bankrupt on us. And it just taught me that I had to try my best to keep putting those stocks into harsher filters to make sure they meet those requirements before I add them to the list of the stocks that I want to invest in or swing trade in. And I just continue that philosophy. I use it when investing in stock, dividend stock, to short invest it, purchase it and sell it. And for swing trading, I use the same principle as well. So knowing that even if a stock is negative, I don't have the tendency to sell it to cut my losses. I just know that at some point it will become positive. And we have few here that we can take a look at. The first one is CBRE. And when the stocks I do not understand the chart, I just don't take any action. And it could be because swing trading is not my full-time work, and I have other activities that I focus on as well. So not putting all my attention on it maybe allows me not to feel like I have to do something related to a situation. I just let it be. So it could play a role as well. We are going to go to maximum daily chart and we are going to analyze CBRE. Today is November 6, 2025, and CBRE is not in our portfolio. We will want to buy. So we trace a support line passing by the value of the chart, the higher lows, obvious lows of the chart that we will want to buy at. And right now is going down, but it's still higher up. It's closer to the peak of the mountain than it is to its valley. Yesterday the price went down, so the price is red. The price at the end of the day was lower than the price in the morning when the markets open, but in overall is far from where we are going to buy at. Therefore we are not going to do anything. It's not a time for us to buy. The next one we are going to analyze is CL. And one way you want to control your emotion when you are swing trading is not to put too much money in one trade either. You can see how much your account value is, or how much cash you have available, and see how many stocks you have on your watch list to see in average how many stocks you can have in your portfolio at any given time. That way you still have cash available to trade a stock that will well positioned for you to trade. Therefore you are now in a rush to sell a stock. So CL, we purchased it this year. It went up and pulled back, and I thought maybe it's trying to follow an horizontal support line. When it pulled back to it and went up from there, pulled back and start going up, I purchased it. The arrows facing upward shows where we purchased, and the arrows facing downward show where we sold. We purchased it in 2024 using short option and swing trading strategy and traded around this support line multiple times. But in 2025, with long option and swing trading strategy, we prefer to buy at the valley. That will be at the lowest price for us when they start going up from there, and sell it after the peak is reached. So, but purchasing it from here, I really don't know what this stock was doing. So it went up, pull back, went up, pull back, and after a while I just sold it for a small profit and get out of it. So you can see that when we purchased it here, it went up, we didn't sell it because again by default we want to sell it at the new high, but it didn't reach that area. It pulled back again, became negative in our portfolio. We didn't sell it at a loss, we just left it there because we know that these stocks may not go in anywhere anytime soon. Therefore, there is no point. And it has been around probably since 1980. So at least that it went public or so. So I know that, well, it may not go anywhere anytime soon. There is a possibility it might bankrupt, but again, it's large cap stocks, and that's one thing as well. We swing to a large cap stocks, they have money and they do not fluctuate too quickly. Therefore, there is not a lot of money to make very quickly in a short period of time, and you are not going to lose money very quickly either. So so to be able not to be emotional about what you are doing or be anxious about it, I think putting in the time to choose a good stock to put on your watch list might be a start. And if you are a beginner swing trader, maybe start with large cap stocks to see those stocks that are stable for you to swing trade without fear. And after that, you can venture into small cap stocks and mid cap stocks and so forth. Even right now, I still don't have a watch list of small cap stocks or mid cap stocks yet. I'm still trading large cap stocks. I did it in 2024 and I'm doing it this year, and I'm going to trade large cap stocks in 2026 again. But when I found them, I'll try mid cap stocks and small cap stocks to see what kind of watch list I can create with those and compare those charts between those different type of market capitalization. So we sold it there for a small profit. Now is all the way down to where we will want to buy. At some point I wanted to take it out of our watch list, but looking at it, I feel like it's just it is a stable stocks that does just now fluctuate too quickly. So right now it pull back to that support line and start going up from there, and we have some green bar showing up there. So it pull back. So this low is lower than this one. So we are going to wait to see 2 or 3 higher lows from here. They will be the red bar that we will compare into each other. And when we see the first green bar, second green bar after those higher lows, we can purchase some shares. Yeah, at first I wanted to take it out of the list for 2026 watch list, not to include it in it, but I think I'm just going to keep it around and just do it, just see how it's going to be interacting. But if we are going to be buying it, it's going to be at this support line and then sell it after a new high is reached, at least by the default. Until now, that is the rule that we have. So for our exit strategy, so the one more we are going to analyze is CMG. And yes, sometimes I will want to sell a stock that is positive, but I'm trying to train myself to see when a stock is positive, it reached the first exit strategy, if I wanted to stay in the trade longer or get out, to see how I can stretch my patience not to exit a stock too quickly. So this is an example of a stock that we purchased in 2024. We have the date on the x-axis from 0 to present and the price from 0 up. The date on the x-axis from the past to the present, and the price is on the y-axis from 0 up. So we purchased in 2024 around this support line and it just ended. So we remain in the trade, it pulled back and then it went up and we sold it. So when it pulled back again and started going up from here, we bought it again, but it was not done. It was pretty much done reaching new highs, so it is on its way down. We bought it there and we got stuck in it. It pulled back to this support line, went up a little bit, but then pulled back to this lower one and start going up from there. We bought it again. There is an arrow there, but guess what? It pulled back again. So twice we purchased it and we have not sold it yet in 2025. I'm not emotional about it. I just know that, well, we purchased it and it pulled back on us. So we pay a high price for it here. It will be a while before it will go back up to exceed that level. So we purchased it again here. And when it reaches a new high is when we are going to decide if we want to stay in the trade longer, because from this support line, when it reach a new high here, somewhere here, it pulled back to this secondary support line that is supporting the upside wall of the mountain, and then claim it from March 2023 all the way to June 2024. So pretty much 1 year time frame. So therefore, when it reached a new high here, we could decide to stay in the trade for 6 months, or like half that time frame that it was making higher highs. Previously, we can decide to stay in the trade for half that time frame, just in case it does not do exactly 1 year, or sell it at a price that we can quantify by using this $69, that peak, that maximum, divided by the lowest price within that cycle when it touches base with that support line. The lowest price, which is 26, will give us a ratio. That ratio, we can time it by the lowest price within this cycle when it start going up. So 69 divided by, was it 28 or 23? That is giving us 2.4, pretty much the price double between that time frame. So 2.4 times. When it start going up, where that will be at this point, the price is 31. So when it start going up is when we will know the lowest price for this cycle that is going to start working on. So 2.4 times 31 for the time being is 74. So when it reach 74, or after it reach the first peak for this new cycle that it has not started yet, stay in the trade for half the time frame. Criteria that we will use to see after it reached that new high whether we should sell the stock or stay in the trade a little longer. But you can see that even though I was negative in it, I didn't sell it at a loss. When it came back to the support line that I would want to buy it, I bought it again, but it was not enough. It pulled back lower again. So if we go to our before we look at those, there is another stock that currently it is we are profitable in it, but I didn't sell it and it pulled back. So is an example. We purchased it somewhere there in 2024. That is the arrow. It pulled back to this support line. We bought it again and it pulled back a little bit, didn't touch base with this one and start going up from there. So it reached a new high there, and we assume it's going to continue for a while, because when it reached a new high here in September 2023, it did that all the way to about November 2024, more than a year. So when it reached that new high in June, we wanted to stay in the trade for about half a year or so, or until a price, the ratio we calculate either one is reached. So we became positive in this one, this first that we purchased, highly positive in this second one, and it continued making new highs, pulling back, making new highs up to that point, and it pulled back lower. So at this point, we could be negative in this one. So at some point, we were like $2,000 profit in both combined, and right now we will be positive in this one but negative in this one. But I'm willing to wait to see my assumption that it should continue from this support line. It should continue making higher high for at least 6 months out of the year, starting in June 2025, to see if that theory is valid for me to base on, or if I should just have. And again, if I exceed the trade after the new high was reached here, I'll have a small profit on this one, a good profit on this one, but it has been on the rise past that. So I wanted to see buying around a valley line for stocks that can climb the mountain, reach the first peak, like that mean breaching the first previous resistance line, the previous peak, and continue making higher highs. How long should I keep that stocks in my portfolio before I sell it? So those are things I'm trying to pay attention to instead of just selling it right away and get out of it. Those are stocks I'm swing trading. If I get out of it too early, I have to wait for a while before I buy it again. It could be well a year or months, because from here November all the way to here before it start going up was like March or May, April or May. So that's how long I will wait on these stocks before I buy it again, because we swing through the same stocks. So, and that's why I wanted to see if there is a way I can stay in the trade longer. So using long option line swing trading strategy allows me to just wait to buy when it start going up from the valley and sell it after it reach a peak. That way I won't have to focus on those small swings to trade it, and just work with time as in a factor in the time, as well as my money as well, to make bigger profits and less swing trade. So if we go back to our, so you can see this one at this time is 844 a share, and when we go to here we will see URI. So the first one we purchased it for 863. So clearly we are negative in that one, and we are still positive in this one. So if, and we have not sold either one yet. So if we go to Chloros, no, it's not Chloros, it's CL. So we purchased it in March. Oh, it's Colgate. I don't know why I tend to call it Chloros. It's Colgate. So, and we purchased it for $90, and we sold it in June, 3 months later or so, for $92. So about $2 profit difference, or $77 profit, and that is $1.55 profit a share. That $1, a 1% return, that is still a profit. So we lock it in. We didn't lose our money. We lock that profit in and just wait so that it comes back, and then we can buy it at a lower price and just keep it in the portfolio until it reach that peak. CMG was the other two. So we purchased it in January for 58. We purchased the second one for 42, and we have not sold them yet. So, and you saw that it was going even lower again on it. So that is pretty much how I manage my emotions while swing trading. I just take a laid back approach and know that those are good stocks. They're not going anywhere. I'm the one that didn't buy it at the right area of the chart. Therefore, it will come back to the level that I purchased it and surpass it. They are growth stocks, and I'm trading them on upward, on uptrend lines. Therefore, they are growing up. They will come back after they pull back. They will come back, knowing that I just let them be. And if one does not turn out as predicted, I just learn from it and apply that lesson to the next trade. So thank you so much for watching our videos. Thank you for your time. Thank you for all your comments, and thank you very much for subscribing to our channel. I'm Afiavi Liberman, creator of Liberman Consulting L.L.C YouTube channel and ninasoap.com, our blog. On our channel and on our blog, we share different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on an employer to provide for your family. And swing trading is one way to make money. Just start small and grow your account from there. For more of our swing trading tips, will you please check the playlist in the description of this video. Thank you for your time.